Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Monday, July 4, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Baltimore Orioles vs Texas Rangers. Our team pick is Baltimore Orioles for the win. The Rangers will have Dane Dunning make his 17th start of the season on Monday. Dunning was effective in his latest effort, holding the Royals to just 2 runs in 6 innings, but received no help from the offense and was tagged with a loss to plummet to 1-6. The young right-hander is having an inconsistent season, recording a mediocre 4.09 ERA and a 1.34 WHIP in 88 innings pitched. Dunning excelled in his 2 career meetings against the O's, allowing just 2 runs in 10.2 innings. The Orioles will have Dean Kremer make his 6th start of the season. Kremer was flawless in his previous start, tossing 7 shutout innings against the Mariners and unfortunately finished with a no decision in a 2-0 O's defeat. The young right-hander is enjoying a dominant string of games, conceding 0 runs in 3 consecutive starts and now features a stifling 1.29 ERA and a 1.14 WHIP, accompanied by a 2-1 record in 28 innings. Kremer allowed 1 run in 4.1 innings in his lone career meeting against Texas. The Texas Rangers have not been at their best recently, winning only 3 out of their last 7 games after a series loss to the Mets on the weekend. The Baltimore Orioles are definitely an improved squad, and I like their chances in this game considering the pitching matchup. Rangers starter Dane Dunning is a different pitcher on the road where he is 0-5 with a horrible 5.58 ERA. Furthermore, Orioles starter Dean Kremer has been phenomenal recently, posting 18.2 consecutive scoreless innings and now features a sparkling 1.29 ERA on the season. Our total pick is under 8.5 runs. And here is why. The Rangers have been carried by their lineup, making it easy to think that the upcoming game will be a high-scoring one. However, both starting pitchers are coming off great starts recently and look to eliminate both lineups from the first pitch. The Rangers should limit an Orioles lineup that is scoring only 4.04 runs per game, with Dane Dunning building off 2 starts where he only allowed 3 runs and forcing weak contact off the bat in multiple strong innings. The Orioles should eliminate and potentially shut out the Rangers lineup, with Dean Kremer building off 3 scoreless games and pitching multiple scoreless innings in another strong start. Detroit Tigers vs Cleveland Guardians. Our team pick is Cleveland Guardians for the win. And here is why. Cleveland went 18-10 in June to make up ground in the AL Central, but they dropped their first 2 games in July as they were swept in a doubleheader by the Yankees at home Saturday. The Guardians entered Sunday second in the AL Central, 3 games behind the Twins for the top spot in the division race. In the opening game of the doubleheader, Josh Naylor, run, RBI, and Franmil Reyes, run, RBI, each had 2 hits to lead the Guardians offensively. Naylor, his 10th, and Reyes, his 5th, went back-to-back with solo homers in the second inning before the wheels fell off for Cleveland. Kirk McCarty, 0-2, took the loss as he allowed 4 runs on 6 hits, with 4 walks and 3 strikeouts over 5 innings before departing. In the nightcap, Cleveland got 2 hits each from Naylor and Amed Rosario, run, RBI, though it wasn't nearly enough. Rosario hit his 3rd homer of the season in the opening inning, but that was the extent of their offense. Aaron Civale, 2-5, took the loss as he allowed 4 runs on 5 hits, with 2 walks and 6 strikeouts over 6 innings. Detroit lost the opening game of their set with the Royals and seemed primed to drop Saturday's contest as well before rallying for 2 in the 9th to get the walk-off win. The Tigers entered Sunday 4th in the AL Central, 12.5 games behind the Twins for the top spot in the division race. On Saturday, Victor Reyes, run, RBI, and Riley Green, 3 runs, RBI, each had 2 hits in the victory. Reyes, his 1st, and Green, his 1st, hit back-to-back jacks in the bottom of the 9th, giving the Tigers the win. Bo Brees didn't factor in the decision as he threw 6 innings, allowing 3 runs on 6 hits with 3 walks and 3 strikeouts before departing. Joe Jimenez, 3-0, threw a perfect 9th to earn the win in relief. This one is going to be a challenge for both teams for different reasons. For Cleveland, their pitching staff is in complete disarray as this marks their 3rd doubleheader in a week. The Guardians had one with the Twins Tuesday, then won Saturday with the Yankees due to the rainout Friday night. That's going to put Cleveland in a spot where they need big innings from Plesac. Detroit is dealing with having a guy making his major league debut, while Alex Fito will get the call in the other game of the doubleheader. The Tigers have struggled to put runs on the board all season, and Plesac is pitching well of late, though the wins aren't there. Give the edge to the Guardians as they get the win in the opener of this doubleheader to kick off the series. Our total pick is under 8.5 runs. The Cleveland Guardians will pick up a victory on the road Monday to open their series with Detroit, but the play here is under. The under has cashed in 3 of Detroit's last 4. The Tigers are last in baseball in runs scored with 227 for an average of just 2.98 runs per game. Detroit is 27th or lower in team batting average, on-base percentage and slugging percentage. Boston Red Sox vs Tampa Bay Rays. Our team pick is Boston Red Sox for the win, and here is why. The Rays will be using Jalen Beeks as the opener. Beeks last pitched on June 29 against the Brewers and conceded 1 run in 2 innings in a game the Rays lost by a 5-3 score. The veteran left-hander is effective as an opener, posting a 2.70 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP in 33.1 innings on the season. He has struggled against Boston in his career, conceding 11 runs in 17 innings. Tampa Bay is heating up a bit after a frustrating slump at the plate. They had recently lost 4 in a row due to a lack of runs, but scored 24 runs in the final 3 games in Toronto this past weekend. The Rays are 5-5 in their last 10 games overall. The Red Sox will have Michael Wacha on the hill for the 14th time of the season. Wacha had some trouble in his previous start, giving up 4 runs in 5 innings against the Blue Jays, and was able to escape with a no decision in a game Boston lost 6-5. The veteran right-hander is having a better season than most expected, registering a dazzling 2.69 ERA and a 1.11 WHIP, accompanied by a 6-1 record in 70.1 innings of action. Wacha pitched against his former Rays team in April and held them to only 2 runs in 5 innings. He stands at 1-3 with a poor 6.98 ERA in 4 career meetings spanning 19.1 innings against Tampa Bay. The Rays are having trouble winning games on the road, winning only 4 out of their last 10 road bouts. Overall, they are struggling to win games recently, collecting just win victories in their last 7. The Red Sox have been dominant at Fenway Park, where they are sporting an 8-2 record in their last 10 games overall. Furthermore, Red Sox starter Michael Wacha is having an outstanding season, limiting his opponent to 2 or fewer runs in all but 3 of his performances this season. Also, Wacha will have extra motivation in this one pitching against his former Rays team. Our total pick is. These pitching staffs have been 2 of the best in baseball this season, as the Rays are 4th with a 3.31 team ERA, while the Red Sox are 6th in MLB with a 3.66 team ERA so far. Neither offense has been clicking offensively as of late, as Tampa is averaging 3.86 runs per game in their last 7 games, while Boston is scoring 3.17 runs per game in their previous 6 games. All in all, go with the under to hit in this game. Milwaukee Brewers vs Chicago Cubs. Our team pick is Brewers minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. After pulling off a pair of upsets over Boston in an interleague matchup of historic franchises, the Cubs fell just short of extending their winning streak to 5 with an 11-inning defeat on Sunday. Wilson Contreras opened the scoring with an RBI single in the first, but the offense didn't score again until Patrick Wisdom's game-tying solo shot in the 8th and couldn't plate anything in extra innings. Starter Keegan Thompson went 4 innings, allowing 2 runs on 7 hits and 3 walks, while striking out 3. Rowan Wick was charged with a loss, although the 2 runs he allowed were unearned. Alfonso Rivas had a multi-hit game, while Rafael Ortega had a double, a walk and a run scored. Getting all-star pitcher Brandon Woodruff back to full health will be key for Milwaukee's hopes of contending this season, and he enjoyed one of his best starts of the year in Sunday's finale against Pittsburgh. Omar Narvaez hit a 2-run homer in the top of the 5th inning. That was the only scoring of the game, as the Brewers got it done despite having only 5 hits. Woodruff tossed 6 scoreless innings, allowing just 6 hits and no walks, while striking out 8. The bullpen shut it down from there, with Josh Hader earning his MLB high 25th save. Willie Adames was the only member of the Brewers to reach base twice. After struggling for much of June, the Brewers have steadied themselves with the offense, finally waking up some to complement what is a deep pitching staff. They should be able to generate plenty of production against one of MLB's worst staffs, and Lauer has shown enough upside to trust here. Lauer's stuff has taken a major jump this season, leading to a strong 16.7 KBB% that has helped him turn in a few dominant outings. The Brewers also have the luxury of taking their starters out early if needed, as a deep bullpen ranks 8th in ERA, with outstanding high leverage options like Devin Williams and Hader. Milwaukee is up to a respectable 12th with a 104 WRC+ on the season, which could certainly be improved on, but is good enough to support their pitching against a rebuilding team like Chicago. The Brewers are back on track and have value at plus odds against the Cubs here. Our total pick is over 9 runs, and here is why. The total has finished over in 4 out of Chicago's last 5 and in 9 out of Milwaukee's last 11. The total has also finished over in 4 out of the last 5 that Milwaukee has played against a team that has a losing record. Chicago's team ERA is 26th in baseball at 4.79, and opponents are averaging .255 at the plate against Cubs pitching, which is 24th. Houston Astros vs Kansas City Royals. Our team pick is Houston Astros minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. The Kansas City Royals have not had the start to this season that they were originally hoping for. They are currently in last place in the AL Central, but only 14.5 games out of first place. At the plate, they are currently scoring 3.80 runs per game and hitting .238 as a team. This is the 27th most runs scored per game and the 21st highest overall team batting average. They have shown that they can reach base safely, but they have struggled to drive in runs when they have men in scoring position. The Royals have also realized that they don't have as much home run power littered throughout their lineup. They are only averaging .82 home runs per game, which is the 25th lowest average in the league. Scoring has been the biggest challenge for Kansas City this season, as they just aren't coming up clutch when they have men ready to score. I expect the Royals to stay aggressive once they have reached base safely, though. The Royals have already stolen 44 bases this season, which is the 15th most in the league. They will do whatever it takes to get their base runners into scoring position. Watch for Bobby Witt Jr. at the plate as well. He is currently hitting .306, which is the highest average on the team. He can consistently reach base. The Houston Astros have jumped out to an extremely hot start this season, but they still have a long way to go. They have also been on fire over the past few weeks, as they are very tough to beat. Houston is currently in first place in the AL West, as they have a 12.5 game lead over the second place Texas Rangers. At the plate, the Astros are scoring 4.40 runs per game and hitting .240 as a team. This is the 16th most runs scored per game and the 18th lowest overall team batting average. Luckily, the Astros have shown that they can score in multiple different ways. They can string together hits, or they can change the game with one swing of the bat. They have multiple players that can go yard at any given moment, as Houston is averaging the 3rd most home runs per game. I also expect the Astros to stay aggressive once they have reached base safely. They have already stolen 40 bases this season, which is the 15th most in the league. I would also watch for Yordan Alvarez at the plate. He has been injured the past few days, but has still been on fire at the plate this season. He has already hit 23 home runs and is hitting .311, which leads the team. I will be riding with the home team in this matchup. The Astros have been on fire over the past few weeks, and they looked great at the plate in their previous series against the Angels. They are scoring 4.40 runs per game and hitting .240 as a team. These numbers are solid enough to challenge Royals starting pitcher Jonathan Heasley. Heasley has struggled this season, as he has a 1-4 record with a 5.20 ERA and a 1.51 WHIP rating. The Astros will consistently reach base safely throughout this game, and they will continue to score throughout. The Royals are also allowing the 27th most runs per game and have the 29th highest overall team WHIP rating. They won't be able to keep the Astros off the base paths, and Houston will continue to take advantage. I also see the Astros' home run hitting ability coming into effect in this one. They are hitting the 3rd most bombs per game, as they will score multiple different ways throughout this game. Kansas City will also struggle to score, as the Astros are one of the best fielding teams in the league. They are allowing the least amount of runs per game, and they have the 2nd lowest overall team WHIP rating. Verlander will go deep into this game, and the Royals will struggle at the dish. Our total pick is over 9. And here is why. This is a harder line to gauge. Neither team has strong over-under trends heading into this game. The Astros have been hammering the under for much of this season with the under 48-26-3. However, their offense has turned it up a notch in recent weeks and looks poised to hang a big number on a vulnerable starter in Heasley. Heasley has yielded 11 runs in his last 8.2 innings of work. Expect that line to look even uglier after Monday afternoon. On the other side, Odorizzi is a bit of a mystery returning after 6 weeks on the shelf. Look for the Royals to contribute a few runs toward the total as well.